you doing today?
Hi, how you doing? This is Mr. Mike. I'm trying to reach Dazzle.
Oh, I'm Dazzle. What's up? What can I help you with?
I got a party to say that you do readings, right? I got this situation. This bitch of mine, she been ghosting me, and then she come answer the door. Running at it was my man walking out the door, talking about what's up to me.
What?
Hey, how about that shit?
All right, well, we're gonna do a reading on that because that sounds bad.
And
um,
then she told me that they ain't do that for her.
they
She
ain't do
lying, ain't she?
nothing.
She lying, ain't she?
Well, we're gonna figure it out. I'm about to pull out these
Well, we're gonna
cards.
figure it out. I'm
Let's
about
get
to
into it.
pull out these
All
cards.
right.
Let's
So
get to
sit
it.
still. Let
All
me
right.
shuffle my deck, and we're gonna
So
figure it
sit
out.
still. Let me shuffle my deck, and we're gonna figure it out.
Hello, everybody. It's your girl, DAZZLE, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box. Everything is all there. And before I start, I hate to say this, but everything I say here is all alleged and for the same purposes only until modern science can prove that the metaphysical science, psychic mediumship, tarot, everything else like that, being intuitive, everything is all proven and it is a scientific fact and scientists have accepted it. Until then, it is what it is. It's just entertainment, right? Also, until all forms of divination as far as tarot, pendulums, and everything else like that, until it is deemed a valid tool of science and accurate, we're here. It's all for entertainment and this and third, and it's all alleged, right? So we got to talk about enchanting. Okay, so unfortunately, enchanting, um, her cause of death is unknown, but it's alleged it was an overdose. Her family pulled the plug on her. Okay. And if you don't know who Enchanting is, she's a 26-year-old um, female rapper, and she was on Gucci Mane's label, and she was signed to Epic, and this that. Gucci Mane had her on his roster, and she was signed to Epic at some point, or whatever the case may be. She had a deal. She fulfilled her 2-album contract, and then she was free. So she was an independent artist at some point. Um, it's sad, and I do feel like she was a beautiful woman, a lot of talent. She was grinding, and so my heart goes out to her family and her friends because to have to pull the plug on your loved one is something that you don't want to do. It's a decision that shouldn't be taken hasty. It shouldn't be a hasty decision, and it should be respected. Or if you want to put a plug, or if you do not, because to be technical, sometimes the after effects of whatever your loved one has been through is more painful than actually pulling the plug, and it's a hard decision. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just praying for healing and, hopefully, they find peace and things like that, right? So let's get into this. My friend AD, I call her, I know her real name, but on the YouTube street, she's AD, Vibe with AD. She decided to send me some questions. And I'm just gonna go based on the questions because me personally, I didn't follow her. I don't know who she is. But she sent me like 3 videos, and I only got to see one. But it was more so about the video that her ex boyfriend did. Okay, when he, came to the internet, it was like she was in a critical condition or whatever the case may be, right? So he was panting really hard. It looked like he did something. He was in all black. People felt like he did something to her or he was the cause of some stuff. But in all actuality, I don't know. But there's different reasons why you can feel guilty or look guilty. I mean, the fact that not a year ago, whatever the case may be, he was, going on this interview saying that he made her, or if it wasn't for me, it would be no her, and things like that. That's crazy because that was the ex boyfriend and the former manager. So to me, it could have been that he was just bitter that she wasn't connected to him in that type of way no more. So it could have just been that. And the fact that he was crying on live and stuff, if he was butthurt, that means his feelings was hurt. And she probably moved on from him and he wasn't really ready to move on. You know how people do. As soon as they feel like they get butthurt in the industry or any type of way, they like to go online and talk shit about people. That's what they do now. And people eat it up. So to me, I can feel like he could be guilty of that. I mean, I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Tarot of Wonderland because this is going down a bizarre rabbit hole that I know nothing about. I don't know these people, right? I don't. I don't follow anybody. But like I said, she was 26 and she had a long life to live. So it is sad. And, it's just, she's more than just a talent, of course. So it's just another human being that was special that passed on because, they had a lot to live. You had a lot of life to live and it was cut short. So I'm going to see. All right, so we're just gonna go into the questions then, because I'm talking, but let's just go into these questions. So AD wants to know what was she doing with her ex boyfriend? He said he was helping her come off drugs. Okay, and here and there, like I seen the interview of her talking about her friend that just had a baby, that had just had a baby, and she OD'd off of fake pills and died. Okay, so when you do drugs, I mean, it's a lot of uncertainty. And it is eerie that she was just talking about her friend who just had a baby who died, you know. And then, I mean, not just the interview is probably old, but the fact is it's still there. You talked about your friend who was on drugs. I mean, who had a baby, literally just had a baby, and who was taking pills and took a fake pill and it cost her life, you know. And just for this to happen. So what AD is saying is that he said that he was helping her come off drugs. So what was she doing with this ex-boyfriend slash manager who was just talking down on her or trying to, make himself more important and make it seem like if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be no her. What was she doing with him after the fact? One, two, three. What was Enchanting doing with him? Okay, so whoa. Didn't know I was gonna get all that. Didn't know I was gonna get all that. Okay, so okay, so you got the Five of Swords in the reverse. You got the Three of Swords upright. You got the Tarot card in the reverse. And then you also have this last card, which is the Sun in the reverse. You also have the Seven of Swords in the reverse in the back of the deck energy. Honestly, I think the Five of Swords speaks of the internet, right? He was somebody who, because with the Five of Swords, you already know it's the internet cyberbullying card. You know who's talking about you. You know exactly who's talking about you. But because it's on the internet, you can do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than, if they live in your city, you can confront them, but the internet is forever. You know what I'm saying? And talking is, if you do that, it's forever. So you can't do anything about it in that way because, you look at the laws or the internet laws and things like that. Technically, if he's doing an interview, I'm saying he has this freedom of speech and people perceive it as his story and, his truth, even though it may not be the truth, but it's his truth. So, yeah, he really pretty much so was doing that. And the Three of Swords does talk about a breakup, heartache, distance, separation. Okay? And she did separate herself. So what is she doing What is she doing? She came back to him after a tower moment, right? After some stuff. I feel like they could have been sneaky links. Okay? With that seven of swords in the reverse in the back, they could have been sneaky links. And also, she kind of felt blocked. You know, the sun card in the reverse is still a positive, abundant card, but it talks about blockages. It talks about being, if it's about a person, it can be look at me, it's all about me, ego, this and the third. But I do feel like maybe she felt blocked. Okay, maybe she felt like she had to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? But of course, this was a whole moment that she shouldn't have been with him. Okay, she should not. And the fact that I know that is because words hurt. All right, she didn't even like that interview, but she did it. But she still talked to him after the fact because at that time moment you can rebuild, but have a firmer foundation. So yeah, and then also it talks about the stuff that happened, right? That led up to her death. But she was talking to this man and she should not have been talking to him anymore. She should have cut him off completely. But she was still sneaking around with him. Very much so. Why? Because if I'm just looking at the back of the deck energy, you got this seven of swords in the reverse, but then you have this man, this king of cups in the reverse. This is an emotional manipulator and a liar. She felt she felt like she wasn't getting what she thought like her abundance. She's working really hard. She thought she was going whatever, you know what I'm saying? She did. She fulfilled her purpose. But he to. Oh my goodness. What just happened? My internet did not. Okay, my bad. I thought my internet got knocked out. It probably did for a second. But yeah, but pretty much she met back up with him when she was feeling low. That's what she was doing with him. Okay? That's what that was. She was feeling like she wasn't pushing or succeeding the way that she thought she would. And that was her sneaky link. And he was being emotionally manipulative, you know. Probably would even tell her lies. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. He ain't really a good person to be with in a relationship, emotional, whatever attachment type of way. That's not really that man. You shouldn't have did that. But people do that. You know, people take back a lot of people. People still deal with a lot of people that did them dirty. I mean that's just what happens. So let's see. Then the next question would be, did she really OD? And then she got the eyes, like she got the emoji eyes. Did she really OD? So did Enchanting really OD? But yeah, that was somebody that she was supposed to leave in the past, but you didn't leave it in the past. And then not only that, with a tower moment that's in the reverse, sometimes you won't let that tower crumple the way it needs to crumple. So it was a relationship that you should have just stayed away from, or it was a guy that you just should have stayed away from. Because to be honest with you, uh, he wasn't the person that you need to be around. So that Enchanting needed to be around. You see, as soon as it ain't go his way, he butt hurt, and now he doing interviews talking shit. So did Enchanting really OD? Whoop. It's a lot of buzzing on the internet. Okay, so this is okay. So maybe this is talking about the question in general, right? Because you have the five of swords in the reverse again that just plopped out, that fell on the floor. You got that, but then you got the five of wands, and you have the eight of cups. This is confusing, but I do feel like with that eight of not eight of cups. This is the seven of cups. I'm sorry, y'all. This is that Seven of Cups that makes it confusing. But to be honest, the Seven of Cups could talk about being some type of inebriated. It's like confusing in a way, or like you can't come to a clear decision. And you probably can't come to a clear decision because maybe you were drinking some type of inebriation, some type of whatever. But I do feel like there's conflict here with the Five of Wands. So maybe there was a petty argument going on, conflict and drinking. Oh, this Eight of Wands is in the reverse. This is slow moving, but also what it also means is that be careful what you say to somebody because it can go left real quick. So I would not be surprised if her in a situation could have gotten into an argument and it went left. But somebody was inebriated. Somebody was underneath of some type of influence that could not make clear decisions. And that somebody was enchanting. Okay? She could not make a clear decision because she's underneath of some type of influence. Right? And there is a man here because it's the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is in the reverse. This is aggressive communication. They were in an argument, some type of argument. The Three of Swords comes up in the reverse again. This talks about past heartbreak, past betrayal, distance, and separation. Also, this talks about the Page of Wands in the reverse. Talks about your potential because the Page of Wands is about the potential of action in surprise relationships to me. It's like the start of it within the person. You know what I'm saying? For me, right? So it's in the reverse. But upright, there is no limits. It's all types of potential. But in the reverse, it talks about ceiling to the potential. Like somebody had thwarted her potential. And it must have been the person that she was talking to. And then you still got the Six of Pentacles, taking opportunities away from somebody. That being selfish. So it's some things that they were arguing about. It was some things they was arguing about and got into it about, but in the same time, this person is a need for some type of influence. She's always working. She did have a disconnection with this two. I mean, this Eight of Pentacles tells me that she was working at her craft. She's always working. She's always, working on being a rapper. This two of Cups is in the reverse. It talks about a tumultuous relationship, or talk about the ending of a relationship or like partnership. But then this Tower card happens. Now, if she was just regular sick, I'd be like it's a mechanism of illness. But the Tower card itself is a mechanism of injury. Somebody's trying to work. They can't work with this other person that they're partnering with, and then this sudden thing happens. Like shit just pop off with the Tower card. This is sudden, but it happens over time. That means it's a buildup or something. The Tower card happens a lot of times when it's a buildup that you're not like really like thinking about. Like it's just stuff with this person over time as well, right? So it does have something to do with an argument, and it has something to do with her being on some type of substance. So just letting that go through. But the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. She passed away feeling some type of way, around that time. Whatever it was, right? But I think it's something to do with she was drinking. Maybe it was something in her cup. Was there something in this woman's cup? That's what I really want to know. For please tell me. Was there something in this woman's cup? Was there a pill there? She ingested something. Did she ingest a pill? What did she ingest? 1, 2, 3. You got the Eight of Swords in the reverse. This was okay. Usually, this is self imprisonment in your own thoughts, in your own head, and not seeing everything outside of you. In the reverse, this is now seeing everything. So I don't know. This is usually a man with effective communication with this whatever, and then this is this hang person, this manifester. But hold on. Okay, so with the musician, with the Alice, the Tarot of Wonderland, the musician is represented by the caterpillar who's smoking that hookah, and he's the musician, right? He has all the tools, but the musician is a masculine energy, and it's all about communication, being effective, and being a manifester, right? But if I'm asking about if she was she given anything, my giveaway is this: there's a cup that he's holding. And mind you, everything else, all the other things are like, okay, it's there, but what points out to me is that there's a cup and there's a coin, and then there's things of, because the caterpillar is doing some type of thing. So he's going to be doing that hookah. You got the mushrooms right here. He's going to be doing the mushrooms. He's going to be doing the pills. He's going to be doing stuff that when he exhales, there's smoke, like weed and things like that. And then he has the cup. That's to be drinking. And I said, I'm asking, did she ingest something through something to drink? And what really stood out to me is the cup in the fucking pinnacle, like a pill. So I think they were getting lit. Okay. And then she's become the person that's the hangman. End up being her, right? Pills. She becomes that. And now she's the Five of Pentacles. And this woman is knocking on the door to success and financial gain, and now she's being pulled away by this frog that's dressed up like security, pulling her away from the coins. But yet and still there's coins there. It reminds me of pills. So I feel like she was ingesting drugs and arguing with somebody. She was drinking and doing drugs and arguing with somebody. I don't know if it was him. It might have been him, but it's a male figure around that situation. So that's what she was doing. So there's a sense that she could have gotten tied up in that situation. So would I say she could have OD? Yes, she could have OD. Um, but did this man get physical? Because it's more so verbal. Okay. So was this a verbal argument? Or did this man become physical with her? Did this man become physical with Enchanting? One, two, three. No. But the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. That means it was something that's some type of instability surrounding funds. And the Star card is in the reverse, a wish fulfillment that doesn't happen. But this is a star, and this could be the dragging down of a star. There's a lot of times people want to drag down a star. Um, you have the sun, things coming to light in abundance. The Emperor is in reverse. This is somebody who's literally not doing what they're supposed to do in their role as the divine masculine. This is somebody who abuses their power or authority over you. So there is someone that did have some type of power or authority over her, and he did abuse it. And guess what? At some point, it didn't make her money. It didn't make him money, and he wanted to drag down a star, and then it's the things coming to light with the sun, but she's still abundant because the star gonna be a star. That's how I kind of feel. The sun itself is a star. Okay, so I'm talking about the wanting to drag down the star. Things wasn't working. I feel like he probably wanted to be her manager again, if that was the case and it didn't happen. Wow. So the Emperor in the reverse, if it's not, and it's a fire sign, it's Aries, right? You know, they always call Aries the god of war. That's physical, right? So it might not have been physical. And I mean, I'm open to say it was physical, but it may not have been. But god damn it, it was abusive. Like in some type of way, taking advantage in some type of way. Okay. Um, I wouldn't have trusted him. Let's see. That's why he was around there crying. Obviously, people want to know. That's all the cards I had pulled out. Obviously, people want to know, was she sacrificed? Was she sacrificed? Was Enchanting sacrificed? Okay, so the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, right? But this talks about people in your camp. Whatever. Somebody close to you that's unhappy, right? Um, the Four of Cups. Somebody who's dissatisfied. The Four of Cups talks about melancholy, being over it, dissatisfaction about the situation. This is somebody within her camp, okay, or someone that was close to her, and somebody who's over invested about a coin with this Page of Pentacles, and also it's in a reverse. That means that somebody could be over invested about a coin, or if they sign up for something, they're doing it in good intentions, but they don't know what they signed up for. So, and then I feel like with the Strength card in the reverse, it's the feeling that someone is oppressing you and doing something to you, right? So, I would say someone within her camp or someone that she's close with, they were dissatisfied with what they were getting from her. They didn't get what they thought they was going to get financially. They were dissatisfied. So therefore, either they feel like they got to take up for themselves and do the most and be that emperor in the reverse, or it can be a situation where they are oppressing her because they didn't get what they want from her. So I'm gonna just ask this: did that man, her ex-boyfriend, ex-manager, did he put a pill in her drink? Because now I just feel like that. One, two, three. The Two of Wands is upright, yes. The King of Swords is in the reverse, manipulative, very cold, very distant, manipulative, a liar. Eight of Cups in the reverse, needing to leave a situation but not wanting to because you still find value in it. And the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles, it could be three pills. He probably gave her a little bit more pills than usual, right? So, or period. But this is somebody who is not qualified to be her manager, who wanted to be her manager, or who's not qualified to be her friend, but wanted to be close, or someone that she did not want to work with, because the Three of Pentacles is working together, so she doesn't want to work with them. You know what? That's why we need to be careful about who we are around, because if they can't if they can't gain from your success, they don't want to see you successful. So I'm gonna just confirm this with a quick read, and I don't care how it goes. I'm gonna just do one card pulls and just confirm from what I'm saying here. So she should have been around the person she was around her death. Was this a person that she should have really been around? One, two, Three. Enchanting. Should Enchanting been around the person she was around before her death? No. No, she should not have. She didn't know what she signed up for with this person. And this person actually was overly invested about a coin. So no. Okay. Should not have. They was trying to get a come up. Okay. Did this person slip multiple pills inside of a drink of hers? One, two, three. Yes, she did the three. Yes, they did the Three of Cups. Now, this is a celebratory card, but each person has a cup. So, multiple pills inside of drinks. They were having a good time around that time. Her and the people she was around, or the person she was around, they were having a good time around that time. And yes, they were doing that. Okay. So, did she get into an argument with a person before she passed? One, two, three. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is trying to hold on to something, not being able to let go of something. So, if you know somebody long enough and y'all get into an argument, the things from the past come up. So, I feel like that's a yes. Okay? I think I think that she couldn't let something go because it bothered her, and she held on to her little receipts and those little actions that has happened in the past. So, did someone intentionally want her to overdose? I'm just ask that. One, two, three. The Two of Swords is in the reverse. It could have been intentional because if you're giving me multiple pills on the low or whatever, you know that that's too much. But this is someone who made a decision to do it. So it was a decision to give her more pills, right? Or more whatever she was whatever was going on. This is all alleged. Someone intentionally gave her that. Okay? It was intentional. So, and on her part, it's more so just going with the flow, right? So, will she sacrifice for another person's gain? One, two, three. Talks about the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It talks about either going into financial problems or getting a come up. The Five of Pentacles show up again. So I think that maybe somebody felt like they were going to gain by pushing her away, right? But not to sacrifice that. I think that's jealousy. Really. I think that's jealousy more than anything. And I keep telling people, was there a man jealous of her that caused her demise? And that's the last one I'm going to do. Was there a man that was jealous of her that caused her demise? One, two, three. Yes. A man felt like there was an opportunity in this pill, because I feel like it's pills or whatever it is. They felt like there was a coin to be gained. There was there was an opportunity. Okay. A new opportunity for them. So, yes, I feel like they were jealous. And it was very petty. Someone who's very petty. That Five of Swords in reverse is petty. Somebody who would go online and drag your name through the mud. Yeah, somebody did that. So, hey, if they look guilty, they're guilty. So let me see this. And this is my very last question. Is her ex-manager, ex/ex-boyfriend, guilty of knowingly giving her extra whatever and causing her to OD and get a serious, be in serious condition health wise? One, two, three. The Five of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is in the back. Juggling, not being able to manage, juggling finances in a financial situation. Temperance, doing things in moderation, being a team player, needing healing. The Star has been drugged down. And again, this is pouring from one cup to another, and there's pentacles over there. So, is he guilty? He's guilty of doing something. Yes, he is. Very much so. That's exactly why he's online, huffing and puffing. That's why. But that's what I got for you guys. I'm praying for the family. You know, death is not the easiest thing to go through. Having to put a plug is not the easiest thing to go through. Having to see your loved one like that is not the easiest thing to go through. So I'm praying that you guys find healing and find understanding and find peace. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Let's go in this.